All right, House of Payne fans, we have the episode review here for season 13, episode 14, entitled House of Funk. Now, it was all right. I mean, I think for me, the most engaging part was Ella talking with Deacon Turner in regards to Deacon Thornton and Regina, because this is a follow-up from, what episode was it? Was it episode 2, Adjust Your Crown? So this was a while ago. I feel like this episode was probably meant to air earlier in the season's run, just because it seems like just way too far along in the season to bring it back up again. But hey, better late than never. And it was difficult to really say that, oh, I was excited to see the episode, because House of Payne social media released several scenes from this episode already. So, I mean, look, Sisters is one thing, because they typically release somewhere in the ballpark between 10 to maybe 15 minutes of the episode before the episode airs via clips. But with House of Payne, which is only 20 minutes long, sometimes we get over half the episode before it even airs. Like, for example, they go overboard with clips to the point where sometimes the clips we see aren't even from the current episode that's about to air. It's the one coming up. Like the clip that got released yesterday of Calvin saying something about what Miranda was wearing to the club, and then telling CJ again that he's still in love with Miranda, even though he's about to marry Laura. So trust and believe this review won't be anything super long. But before moving forward, please take a moment, hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe and follow me on social media again, because I did update, the description box to include things like Spotify and Threads. So go ahead and do that. And the notification bell is your best friend. That way, for the most part, you'll know whenever I post content, because YouTube notifications are kind of wonky. So, Deacon Turner and Ella are having a meeting with a woman who I believe is from like an outside, organization. They're pretty much coming in to help take the church to the next level by, implementing streaming services. That way, the word about the church can get out to more, people, and also about the community center. And I just love that this is like the third time within the show since the reboot that utilizing the internet is going to help out the church in a big way. Because I think it was first Laura and then Miranda helping Ella with how to do online live streams in order to ask for help for the community center. But this time around, it's actually about, helping the church and the community center. So it's great to, just hear the deacon talk up Ella, being a member for 30 or 40 years. And from there, she asked for Deacon Turner to have a one-on-one meeting about Thornton and Regina. So the next day he comes over and pretty much dismisses Ella's claims about the physical abuse that Regina is going through, chalking it up as no more than, oh, you must have heard her incorrectly, or I want to pray for you because you're just spreading gossip, and I'm not going to let you ruin a man with 20 plus years as a deacon, his reputation be ruined by hearsay. And Curtis pretty much stands up for Ella and kicks the deacon out. It's like, you ain't getting none of this brisket, because that was Curtis's storyline for the episode. He's been working hard, barely sleeping, getting that brisket recipe just right. But yeah, I hope this follows up in a future episode, because now what is Ella going to do? Is she going to stay at the church? Is she going to opt to go somewhere else? Like, what exactly is she going to do to help out her friend, because she's stuck in an abusive relationship? Now, in terms of the House of Funk storyline, the episode does open in a pretty interesting way. You got Laura and Calvin coming out into the living room and kitchen, and they notice the condo is just a flipping mess. So it's kind of like a quick time scene where we see them, getting the place cleaned up. So Laura's planning, and this is something that's been in the works for a few weeks now. She's been planning a dinner party at the condo for her and her friends, but there is a bad smell. So they opt to go to the bedroom, because apparently, she's blaming it on Calvin's funky shoes around the bedroom, because, just like the boys, he doesn't really pick up after himself. So they go, to the bedroom for a little. Then Calvin Jr. and Christian come out into the living room, get to fighting playfully and tear the place up within like 2 minutes. Well, actually less than 2 minutes. Then they run back to the bedroom. Calvin and Laura come outside like, what happened? So pretty much they try to teach the boys how to clean up after themselves because look, hey, we're not your butlers, you're not your chauffeurs, we're not your chefs, we're your family. So learn to pick up after yourself. And dealing with my nephew, I've had to teach him that several times himself. But the running arc of the episode is the fact that there's a bad smell. Nobody knows where it's coming from. Christian, do you use soap when you shower? Did somebody, leave some funky milk in the refrigerator? And then Calvin goes so far as to say, it's like, it must be a dead animal or something in the vents because I don't know where that smell is coming from. So dinner party is coming up pretty soon. I believe it was happening that night. And if the smell isn't gone, they're pretty much screwed. So while they're trying to clean, Laura comes back and realizes the smell is so bad. So Calvin's like, hey, you know what? I'll pay for you and your girls to have dinner downtown at that new place. Just bring me back some lamb chops. And the thing is, the boys, well, mainly Christian, doesn't know how to not eat something when it was stated, hey, this is mine, don't eat it. Because Calvin was mad that his son ate his last piece of chocolate cake that he specifically said, I'm going to eat this last piece of chocolate cake. So he's like, look, if I bring these, if Laura brings me these lamb chops, hey, guess what? It's mine. Nobody else better eat it. So then they find out that the bad smell, I believe, is some yogurt that Christian had left under the couch cushion, and he has to clean it up, and that's some thick goop. So he's going to have to clean it very thoroughly. So with that being said, that is pretty much the episode. I think the highlights were, of course, following up on the Deacon Thornton and Regina storyline. And just seeing Christian and Junior interacting on screen together as brothers for the first time since ever, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I do hope we follow up with Ella's storyline. It's going to be an interesting question of will she remain with the church? Will she help Regina's truth come to light? And how is Curtis's brisket? How did that turn out? Apparently it's really good. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if I'm not mistaken, we're supposed to get 2 episodes next Tuesday. That way the following week on Christmas Eve, there is no new episode. And since The Oval is coming back on January the 7th, I wonder if next week is like the, well, not even the mid-season finale, because episode 11 should have technically been the mid-season finale. But they take these weird breaks between seasons now. So let's see, next week episode 15, 16, so they're 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there should be 6 episodes left of the season whenever it decides to come back. But also remember, season 14 was filmed a long time ago as well. So we still got another season that's already ready to air at some point in 2025. But as always, I'll catch you in the next video and have a great day.